Hey, it's Shannon Crotty, founder and CEO of Polka Dot Powerhouse and the Sparkly Empire, here to welcome you to day 4 of the Shine Challenge. Today, we're going to talk about how to keep your shine safe. And a lot of people don't realize that accepting compliments, that receiving is a part of self-love. But a lot of people know that boundaries are a big sign of self-love, and yet they still really struggle with it. And I get it, right? Like boundaries takes practice, it takes strength, it takes courage, and it takes pushing past those stories that you may have built in your head. I want you to think of your shine like a flame. And if you don't have any boundaries, people unintentionally or intentionally will come and just blow that flame out. When you have boundaries in place, that flame stays steady and strong, and you're able to feel good and impact the world in the way that you're meant to, and you're able to also feed yourself. Boundaries are a way to say, here's how you love me well, or boundary, depending on what way you like. Boundaries are also a way to say, here's a way for you and I to love each other simultaneously, right? And it's really a gift. Not everybody sees it this way, but it's really a gift. I see it as a gift. Someone's giving me insight on what they value, on their bandwidth, on their capabilities, on their limitations, instead of asking me to assume or guess. To me, that's a gift when someone gives me a boundary to let me know how they function. So, for today's task, I want you to start seeing boundaries as that form of self love, right? That boundary is your way that you're telling yourself, I love and value you, and I do so by protecting you and keeping you safe. 6-year-old you needs that, current needs you that, you needs that, and a 100 you, they need that. Okay. So for the light touch today, if you're just barely putting your toe in the water this week, which is just fine, I want you to say no with kindness, with respect, but say no to something that you know you don't want to do, that you know in saying yes is not going to respect your boundaries, right? You don't have to be mean about it. You don't have to be cold about it. Just thank you, but no thank you, or thank you. That's not going to be possible for me. Whatever you want to say, just say no to something that you know is stripping you of a boundary that's important for you to show self-love to yourself, right? That maybe even is inching on one of your non-negotiables. Just something. Practice saying no. No is not a horrible word. No, no is not necessarily a bad, negative word. No can be a loving, powerful word depending on how it's used. So that's a light touch. If you're going to the deep dive, you can do that as well. You can say no to something. But I want you to sit down and journal what you have been saying yes to that is potentially stripping you, and how much more you would feel energized, rejuvenated, whatever it is, if you laid down some boundaries for yourself, some kind, loving, firm boundaries. Now, the thing about boundaries is not everybody respects them, but you still need to hold firm to them, right? It's a loving display for others and yourself, but if they don't see it as a loving display, that is a them issue, not a you issue, okay? So if you're doing the deep dive with us, do some journaling about ways that you have been allowing yourself to feel unloved through things you're doing where there should have been a boundary laid. Okay? Boundaries, big part of self-love, a big form of showing yourself self-love, a big part of showing others that you care about you, not only others, but yourself too. And it makes a world of difference in how you approach everything when you know those boundaries aren't stepped on. Okay, that's your assignment today. I'll see you on day 5. Enjoy. Thank you.